So we started out by talking about the sale of a decedent's home, whether in a probate or a trust administration. So I'm just briefly toward the end here, want to circle back to that topic because there's another little, I don't want to say little wrinkle that can be part of some of these cases, which is maybe the decedent actually died in that home that you are now asked to sell. What are some of the challenges unique to that situation?
Well, the challenges are absolutely unique when someone has passed in the home because there are certain buyer groups that don't want to purchase a home in which somebody has died. And so the method by which they passed also matters as well. Yeah. Everything has to be disclosed. So sure. We are a full disclosure state in California. So we have to disclose that a death, or if there are more than one death on the property. We have one property that we closed on a few weeks back, and there were 2 people that passed on the property within the last year, and the circumstances of which were challenging. This was in a very wealthy neighborhood. And so it was a very interesting scenario in which there was a person inside manufacturing ghost guns, and it was on the news and everything else. And the police came in and he lifted up a gun to the police. And so they shot him. So there were bullet holes in the window of this otherwise $2.5 million property. And then another person passed on the property not too much longer after that, actually his mother, and very sad. So to say that presented challenges for buyers would be an understatement.
Yeah, that's a double whammy. So what I think I heard you say is there are whole, slices of the population who, for cultural or religious reasons, just wouldn't even look at a house like that. Doesn't matter what you disclose. No, I'm not buying that.
That's right. An interesting thing that I do that I never thought I would think had value, but any person, I do christening of a house for free. So anybody who has any worries, I am happy to go and pray inside and over the house free of charge, no problem. And so, but yes, there are psychological challenges sometimes with selling regarding the circumstance. When it was somebody who passed away peacefully and they were older, it is not as challenging, of course. But yes, there are some that will not want to purchase it. And so when we go to list, we create the avatar of the people, the potential buyers for the property, and we create a marketing plan to reach as many as possible so that we'll find the folks who will be willing to pay the most for that property, regardless of who passed in it or whether someone passed.
Yeah. Okay. That is interesting. I hadn't really thought about the difference between what I would call a reasonably expected death, the old lady who's been living there for 30 years, as opposed to a violent death. And that would be important to a lot of people.
Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Absolute Trust Talk Live. If you enjoyed listening in, then don't forget to subscribe. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen by searching Absolute Trust Talk. While you're there, we would also love for you to leave us a review. And then why not share your favorite episodes with family, friends, or colleagues too? You can find all of our shows and corresponding show notes by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com. You'll also find a variety of other free resources, including our ebooks, videos, blogs, presentations, and more. If you need help with your estate planning or administration, we also offer a free discovery call to help get the process started. You can find more information on booking your session by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com/scheduling. Don't forget to keep an eye out for our next live episode. If you join us for the broadcast, you can submit questions during the show. But if not, don't worry. You can always get in touch with us by sending a quick message to info@absolutetrustcounsel.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you soon.